everyone, thank you for joining me for my week 28 through end of week 30 pregnancy vlog. I'm sorry, I've just noticed how inconsistent my videos have been. Sometimes I'll mention my symptoms and sometimes I'll forget. In the beginning, I talk about the baby's size and the baby's development, but more recently, I don't think I've mentioned any of that. And so I might need to go back to my videos and add in some details in the description box. Lately, I've been having trouble sleeping, and I actually decided to participate in a pregnancy sleep study by UCSF. So I've been wearing this ActiWatch, which is kind of like the Fitbit. It monitors your activity and your sleep activity, and I have to fill out a sleep diary every morning. And so they ask questions like what time I wake up, what time I go to sleep, what was giving me trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, and how many times I woke up through the night, stuff like that. So symptom-wise, sometimes I wake up with my hands and arms all numb, and I've never had that issue before because I always sleep on my arm. But I guess with pregnancy, you develop new symptoms. When I looked it up, I saw that it could possibly be carpal tunnel syndrome. We've also had some hot weather lately, so the highest was 103 degrees. Obviously, it makes it really uncomfortable to try to sleep. I guess I just feel really lazy. I don't really want to do anything when it's hot outside and inside because we don't have AC. So during those nights, I get really dehydrated. I wake up with my throat and my mouth all dry, and I have to use one of those tongue scrubbers to make my tongue feel normal again. Oh, and those dang Charlie horses came back yesterday and the day before, so those are really painful. So at my recent doctor's appointment, I think the baby's heartbeat was a little bit lower than usual. Previously, it was around the 140s or 130s. When I looked it up, a normal fetal heart rate is 120 to 160, and so she was at 121. And so I noticed that the doctor was spending a little bit more time listening to the heartbeat, and eventually she said it did get a little bit faster, so she felt more comfortable with that. I also had to fill out paperwork about labor and delivery expectations, the admission papers, and then I got a card to track the kick counts, and then I got my Tdap shot. So I linked my weight chart below that I was keeping track of, and my weight is still higher than what I want it to be, but my doctor says since it's going up at a normal rate, then I'm doing a good job. She was actually asking me whether I was following the diet that she gave me or I was exercising a lot. To be honest, I didn't follow the diet plan because I didn't eat everything in the food groups that she told me to eat. I kind of just eat whatever I want, but within moderation. And also more recently, I haven't been walking as much. I still do my prenatal exercises, but because it's so hot outside, I don't really want to walk. So I did notice this past few weeks, I did gain a little bit more than I should have. I am over 176 pounds right now. Normally around this time, baby should be gaining about half a pound a week, and I've been gaining more than that. With 9 weeks left, I was hoping not to go over 180. As I mentioned before, my pre-pregnancy BMI was on the high range of the overweight section, borderline to obese. And so during pregnancy, I'm not supposed to gain over 25 pounds. And I've already gained 22 pounds thus far. I mean, I don't mind going over a little bit as long as I'm still healthy and the baby's still healthy. So this time around, I have some funny stories about pregnancy brain. So there was a weekend where Mike's car broke down and I was trying to help him jump the car. He was telling me to step on the brakes so that I could put the car into neutral and step on the gas so I can rev the car up to 3. But I was staring down at the pedals and I was like, which one's the gas? Which one's the brake? Which one do I step on? Because obviously when I drive, it's all muscle memory, right? And so I never have to think about it. But then when I'm looking down at it, I have no idea which one's which. Another thing that had to do with driving is that more recently I've been trying to get some free baby stuff from our local Buy Nothing groups. So I'm trying to follow directions on the GPS, but obviously I can't do that either because I keep missing exits, I keep making the wrong turn, and so it adds another 5 to 10 minutes each time I make a detour. Every Saturday morning I begin my day by checking my baby apps to see how many weeks I am and what to expect. So if people ask me how far along I am, normally I answer by how many weeks I am. But I was totally unprepared when a woman at Starbucks had come to me to ask how many months I was. I had a total brain fart. I was pretty much staring at her with my mouth open, thinking and doing the math. Like, okay, pregnancy is 40 weeks long. And so if you divide by 4 weeks, then that's 10 months total. I know that I'm 30 weeks. And when I talk to other people, they're like, oh, you have 2 months left. And so 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 months, right? Is what I told her. And then she was like, oh my God, really? I'm only 4 to 5 months and our tummies are like the same size. So later on, I did the math in my head again. And I was like, wait a minute, 8 months times 4 weeks, that'd be 32 weeks. I'm only 30. So technically I should have said 7.5 months. Oh well. Here is my belly shot. For the most part, Potato is still hanging around the bottom of my tummy, but sometimes she'll kind of kick upward towards my ribs. It also feels really weird when she's rolling around like my insides are turning. And other times it'll just feel like she's scraping at my insides. I tried to record her moving in my belly, but the kicks and jabs are more drastic when I'm not filming it. I've tried on numerous days for about 10 minutes, and this is the best I got. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I was supposed to sign up for prenatal classes at Kaiser. Have any of you taken those classes before? Let me know in the comments down below if you find them useful, because I keep trying to call to register, but no one ever picks up the phone. I've left messages before, but no one ever calls me back. Thanks for sticking with me, and if you've made it this far, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. You can also hit the bell to get notifications or subscribe to my channel over here, and you can watch the previous pregnancy vlog over here. Bye!